So today we're going to be touching up the edge on this Pulaski because we're going to be using it tomorrow. And probably the easiest way to get a nice edge is to use a file. So we're going to use this, it's actually a Nicholson flat bastard, a mill bastard, I'm sorry. And we're going to show a little some techniques with the file, and then we're also going to touch it up with one of our dual grit Arctic Fox pucks. So oftentimes what I like to do is start at the bottom of the blade or at the heel, and you work your way this way because you want the file teeth to cut in multiple cuts, as opposed to if you file this way, the teeth actually start to chatter a little bit. So you always want to work from your left up and to the right. I'm wearing gloves, and I've also got the axe tied into a vise and protecting it with a leather glove as well. So. So that's what you call push filing. There's another version where it's called draw filing. That's where you basically turn the file this way and you support the back by either resting it on a rag or on your hand, and then you actually pull and then pick it up and put it back down again. This version allows you then to kind of take out any high spots or anything that you may have missed by push filing. And then what we do is we want to take multiple passes, and then as you move your hand towards the bit, you change the angle of the file, so you end up creating multiple passes into a convex edge. Now at this point, if we did both sides, that's a working edge and can do most chores, most tasks, and we could probably stop right there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it over, I'm going to do the other side, and then we'll sharpen with the puck. Okay, so I flipped the axe over and did the other side, so now I've got a filed edge, and I've got a burr because I pulled the steel from the backside over, so I got a burr going here. And now I'm going to take it to the next level. I'm going to use a dual grit puck. This is called an Arctic Fox puck. It's actually got like a 220 and about a 400 grit surface on it. And so we're going to start with the 220. You can use water or you can use oil. Most people prefer water because it's easily available at camp. If you do use oil, you have to stay with oil after that. You can't go to water because the oil won't let the water get into the puck. And so basically you're trying to kind of pre-soak this a little bit, and that water gives a little bit of the ability to make a slurry and to kind of take away the metal shavings and to keep the puck clean that way. So we got a little bit of water here. We're actually going to pre-soak this puck. And as you watch, you can probably, it'll get sucked right in like a sponge. I'm losing here. There you go. That'll get it started. Now what I like to do is to kind of go in circular motions in certain planes and then change the plane just like I change the plane with the file. So I want to start on the back side, and oftentimes guys will end up taking a magic marker and they'll put a black line on there, and that allows you to know where you used to be or you're working and then where you need to work towards. I'm just going to use the fact that I'm going to be changing the shine on this to let me know where I am on the blade. Okay, now I made a couple passes on the backside, so now I'm going to start tipping my puck a little bit so I can start to work my way towards the leading edge. All right. Now, there's one technique that I want to show you guys. I'm actually going to move around the other side of the camera to show you. So, stay tuned here. So now that I went and did circles, what I want to do is kind of go back and forth and kind of replace scratches with new scratches. And by going back and forth, I'm hitting all the high spots and trying to blend in all that so that when I do tip it over, my final edge is all in line as opposed to all the circles. So basically I'm going to go back and forth. I'm tracing the arc of the bit. And I'm starting on the back side and I'm slowly moving the puck towards the bit, rotating it forward. So now I'm covering the entire cutting edge. See the difference between the old where you can see the swirls and now I've got a nice smooth transition. Now I'm going to go ahead and flip over to the, which is basically the finishing side, or the, basically it's 400 grit. And I'm not going to want to try and go back to the same circle motion, because that circle motion was basically just to cut into the blade and to get into some good steel. That's more for removing material. But now that I got a really nice, geometry going, now I just want to refine it. So I'm going to do the same arced motion with the finer grit. There you go. And now you got a sharp axe.